We are, well, I switched the cameras somehow. We are rolling the ball up and down the field. And into the palm. And the pads of the pinky. And the thumb. And across the knuckles. And let us do the fingers today. Index finger and thumb. Middle finger. Ring finger. And pinky. And on the other hand, index, middle, ring, and pinky. And today, why don't we bounce the ball? You know the routine, different speeds, different hands, different heights, different directions. Dribble. Of course, if you got somebody below you, throw it up in the air instead. 3, 2, 1. And we'll let the ball on the floor. Assess the feet. And step on the ball right in the middle of the foot 3 times. Move it up to the knuckles once going across. Roll it across the knuckles. Slide down to the top of the heel and roll it across the top of the heel. Bring it to just below the first knuckle and press. Side of the top of the heel. And the middle of the foot metatarsal. Roll it down each of the bones. And swivel. Three, 2, 1, release, reassess, and go to the other foot. Up to the knuckles. Roll it across. Roll it across the top of the heel. Press on the 3 points. Roll it down the bones. And scribble. 3, 2, 1. Release. Reassess. And get that ball out of the way. Let's shake the tree. And 3, 2, 1, the center. Nice deep breath in, twist at the waist, swing the arms. And center. We'll do the Tai Chi preparation move. So bring your feet together. And then put all your weight on your right foot. Step your left foot out. Take a deep breath in and then exhale as you come up. Inhale as you come in. And as your hands are coming up, you're putting your weight towards your toes and then back towards your heel. And then we'll pause, take 2 breaths. And march in place or jog. So today we're going to do the McGill Big 3 for back and core stabilization. So feel free to do whatever you want to do here to pick up the heart rate and close, including doing exactly what you're doing. It's marching in place. Be safe. I think I'm just going to do some toe raises, jumping up from my toes and down. I'm going to do that in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2. 10. 20. 30. 2 deep breaths. Interlace the fingers. Raise them up. Reach for the sky. And go back if you can. Thumb forward. And lean to one side. And then the other. center. Come on down, press out at the chest. Bring the hands back down, interlace the fingers behind the back, and raise the hands up. A little higher. Come on down and shrug. And roll back. Form a W and squeeze the shoulder blades together. Release and squeeze. And release and squeeze. And release. Extend the arms and rotate. Other direction. And thumbs are up and down. Bring one arm across the body, pressing at the elbow. Then the other. And the first hand behind the back, pressing down. In it. Then the other hand, other arm. Grab both elbows and rock side to side. And come back and rotate the head. And switch directions. And nod. Go ear to shoulder. Tuck in your chin. And peck like a pigeon. Do a side lunge. And then go the other way. On up. And let's grab a stick and do the Jib Stick Routine. So we'll get the hamstrings and calves and quads and everything else, starting with the shoulders. by doing the dynamic swimming stroke backwards in one direction. And then the other. And then bring the stick up overhead and oscillate back and forth. And then behind the back and twist at the waist. And keep the stick behind you. Stop, lower it to just above the knees. Bring your hands around front in between your legs. Hinge at the waist and pull up on stick. And then bring the stick out in front. Both hands at or near the top. Step away, hinge at the waist. Stretch the upper body and shoulders. And come on up. Bring the stick across your body to one side. Bring your arm of that side underneath your arm pit and pull down on the shoulder as you hinge at the waist. And come on up, bring the stick to the other side. Cross the body and do the same thing. Come on up, bring the stick to the side of your foot. Top hand is pushing out as the bottom hand is pulling in. You can hinge slightly at the waist. And then go to the other side and do the same. When you come up, bring the stick out in front of one foot. Step forward so that foot is about 6 inches from the stick. Lean it against your chest and slide your hands down the stick. Raise the sole of your foot. Stretch the hamstring. If you want, you can wiggle it back and forth. And come on up. We'll press that foot against, sole of that foot against the stick to stretch the calf. And then let's do the other side. Stick goes out in front of the other foot, which is about 6 inches away. Lean it against you. Slide down, raise the sole. And wiggle. Come on up. And press the sole of that foot against the stick. And we're going to stretch the hip flexors, 90 degrees on the front leg, the back leg, you're on the ball of your foot. Just go down, heel is in the air. Switch positions for the feet. Come on up. We'll grab one leg by the shin, ankle, or toes and stretch the quads. And then the other. And then bring the first foot up in front of the body, holding by top of the foot or shin or toes, and hinge slightly as you press the knee backwards. Come on up to the other side, switching the position of the stick. And come on up. Put the stick in front of you. Hold on with two hands, one hand, or some fingertips at the top. Come up on your toes and back on your heels. Only for about a second. We're rocking about 15 times. And 15. All right. Put the stick down. I'll meet you on the floor. I'm going to switch the cameras. We're going to be on our back. Do the McGill Big 3. First one leg is extended, so the other foot is on the floor. Your hands are behind the small of your back, protecting the lumbar region there. You're going to come off the floor just a little bit, an inch or so, with your head, neck, and shoulders, and go go back down there for a count of 10. And then we're going to switch sides. We'll do 3 rounds on each, with each leg extended, a total of 6. Starting now. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. Switch the position of the legs and come up. 1, 2, 3. And down, switch, and up. down, and switch, go on up. And down, last two, switching legs, up. And down, final one, up. And down. Take a couple of breaths to recoup. And we're going to get on all fours and do some bird dogs. Now, if you have trouble on your knees, again, you can do the dead dying bug instead. Your hands are up in the air, your legs are at 90 degrees. You lower your left leg and your right hand, 10 seconds, bring it back up. Lower your left hand and your right leg for 10 seconds to bring it back up. Bird dog, same thing in reverse. If we're on our knees. And if you can't do hip, hand, and leg at the same time, just do one. Do your hands and then do your legs and make them there. Ready? 1, 2, 3. And down. Other hand, another and opposite leg. 2. And down. Back to the first 2. And back, down, and up. 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and down. The last 2, 3, 4. And down, and here we go. 1, 2. And down. Roll over to your side. If you're going to do some side planks, take a couple of breaths first. All right, so you want your elbow under your shoulder. You can do these planks on your knees, like so, or you can do them from the side of your foot, with your feet stacked, or one foot on the floor in front of the other. Ready? Come on up and join me. 10, 9, 8, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. We'll do 3 on the same side. And then do the other. Ready? Up, 2. And down. Couple of breaths. And up. And going to the other side. You ready? Go up. And down. And up. And down. Last one. Up. And down. Let's stay on the ground. A couple of recouping breaths. We're going to do the 5 breaths in, 5 seconds in, 5 seconds out for a total of 6. All right, you ready? Count of 5 in, count of 5 out 6 times. Okay. Rub those hands together. When you get up, I'm going to switch the camera. You're cultivating chi. And forming that chi ball. And center. 2 breaths. Exhale and open our hearts. On that inhale, pause and let it go. And center with 2 breaths. Exhale and bring down heavenly chi as you inhale. We're going to go down and gather up earth chi. Right. And namaste.
Thank you, Tom. Thank you.
Hey.
Tom. Thank you, Tom. Thank you, Tom. Thank
You're
you.
very welcome. Thank you. And Jonathan, hello. Suzanne, Ricardo. We got some bands today. But we do some old standards. You might want to light a band for the arms to start. Yeah. So let's just do some bicep curls. You want to put the band with your palm facing down on one hip and then come across the body. Do 10 on each side. Same thing on the other hip. And then put the hand, I'm going to use this hand, on the shoulder and collarbone. And you want your palm facing away as you go back to do a tricep extension. And 10. And then the other way. Good. Now we're going to do the legs. So you might want a slightly heavier band wrapped around your ankles. And if you need to, hold on to the back of a chair or a counter or be next to a wall or hold a stick if you need to. We're going to kick out laterally. And then in the other direction. Take a breath. We're going to go forward. First leg. And then the other. And take a breath. And now you're going to go back. Again, you might want to hold on to something. And then the other leg. Yeah, take a breath. I'm gonna go back to the laterals. And then the other. Good. And so we're going to go back to the arms. Starting with the tricep extensions. Away. And then the bicep curl down at the hip and across. And 10. All right. Very good. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Tom. That was great.
Oh, good.
I hope you're taking Saturday off.
Well, yeah, I probably should. Yeah. Yeah, I
Have a
think I will.
Merry Christmas.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. And
You'd be in big trouble if
well,
not.
you know, I did it last year, but I think we only had one or two people.
Well, I come, but I think you should take the day off.
All right, I'll take the day off.
Take care.
Thank you.
Loved all.
Thank you.
Thanks, Tom.
John, take care.
Yesterday, I got some bands in the